Good morning, Green Phonics Group. How are we doing today? Okay, so today we have a new sound on the screen. Can you see it? It's another of our trigraph sounds. And this is one that lots of people find quite tricky to remember. Do you know what this sound is? Okay, let's have a look. So we've got three letters. We've got a U, an R, and an E. And when we put those three letters together, it makes the yaw sound. Can you say that for me? Yaw. It makes the yaw sound. As I say, lots of people find this one quite tricky, and sometimes they don't even spot it in words because they don't spot that third letter. They see the U and the R and think, oh, U and R make the sound, and they don't spot the E at the end. So remember, all three together, that trigraph, three pushed together, make the yaw sound. Now, with the other trigraphs, I tried to give you a way to maybe remember the sound in a different way. So when I think about yaw, it's a bit more tricky. You can't think about your ear and your wiggly bit, but I think about the fact that if I say yaw to somebody, I'm saying your dog or your cat, I might point at them, yaw. So I might use my pointy finger. So when I think about the word yaw, I think about a pointy finger. And can you see here, we've got a pointing finger and we've got a nice gap in here where maybe I could write the yaw sound. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and write the yaw sound inside now. Wonders of technology, you know what I'm like with this pen. Let's give it a go and see how it works. Are you ready? So I'm going to go up and down to do my U. Oh, not too bad. Let's try the next one. And I'm going to do my R. So I'm going to go up and down for my R. And then I'm going to put my E at the end for the yaw sound. There we go. So I try to think about my pointy finger having the yaw sound written in it. So the U, the R, and the E in my pointy finger. Yaw, yaw. If that works for you, that's great. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. It's just a silly way to try and remember it. Okay, so let's have a look at today's words that we're going to try and blend and read. Now, you can see there is an alien on screen today, which means these are not real words. They are made-up words, okay? So don't expect them to make sense when you sound them out. Have a look at them. As always, pop some sound buttons underneath. Try sounding them out. Blend them together. Say them really fast until there's no gap between those sounds, and you should hear the silly word. Have a go. Come back to me when you're ready. Okay, so are we ready? Let's have a look. So let's see the first one. So we have our trigraph at the front here. Ooh, that's a very wiggly line, isn't it? Our trigraph at the front and then a digraph after it for the first one. So this word has only got two sounds in it, yaw and ch. So yorch, yorch. Did you get that one? Okay, let's try the next one. So we've got a single sound, then there's our trigraph and another single. So this one's got three sounds. We've got b, yawn, bjorn, bjorn. Again, silly word. Okay, let's look at the next one. So single sound, our trigraph sound, and a single sound. So let's try this one. York, New York, New York. Did you get that? And then our last one, we've got a digraph at the front, then our trigraph in the middle, and a single sound at the end. So sh, yorg, shorg, shorg. How did you do with those? Did you say them really fast so that they blended into one another to hear them? Hopefully you did. Okay, so next, as per usual, we have our writing task. So we've got 4 words, and these are real words this time, so they're not silly words. So we've got 4 real words for you to write down with today's sound in them. Are you ready? It's going to be a bit tricky. Let's give it a go. So our first word is secure, secure. Have a go, write it down, come back to me when you're done. Right, so let's take a look at secure. How did you do? So you've got your secure. Okay, the next word is demure, demure. Try that one. Right, demure, let's take a look. So, demure. How did you do with that one? Okay, we're getting a bit trickier now. Are you ready? The next one is mature, mature. Okay, let's take a look at mature. Ready? So we've got mature. And the last one, fixture. Let's have a look then. Fixture, I think this is the hardest one. So fixture. Now, some of you may have heard a ch sound in these last two words. Lots of people do. Lots of people mishear in some words with the yaw sound and hear a ch sound instead. But it's actually mature. But you can almost hear that ch sound. So if you put a ch in, you're not alone. Lots of people would make the same mistake. Just have a look now and think, I need to start thinking about how I use these sounds. Okay? Right. Now, before we move on to today's task, I've got another challenge for you. These are interesting words. Do you know what they all mean? If you don't know what they mean, have a go at looking them up. You could use a dictionary. If you haven't got a dictionary at home, you could maybe look them up online. Find out what they mean, because the more words that you learn and the more words that you understand what they mean, the more words you can use in your writing to make your writing much more exciting. So, my first challenge today is for you to find out which of these words you don't know, what do they actually mean? Okay? Right, and then on to our task for today. So our task for today is to write a short story. So this story has two characters. You can see them on screen. So we have a doctor and a fairy. Okay, so our characters, our doctor's name is Dr. Hearpure. Dr. Hearpure, because it has the yaw sound in it. So Dr. Hearpure is our character, and an injured fairy. It looks like maybe she's hurt her knee because she's holding her knee or her leg. So she's not very well. She's coming to see the doctor. So there are our characters and our setting. This is our setting. So you can see there's a treehouse, and the treehouse is the doctor's surgery. So that's where he sees his patients and he cures them. Okay, so we're going to write a short story about our characters, Dr. Hearpure and the fairy with the injury, maybe the injured leg or the injured knee. And she comes to visit him in his surgery, which is a treehouse. So while you're writing your story, I want you to think about those great describing words that we've been practicing to link our story together and make it much, much more interesting. I just don't want to hear, there was a doctor, there was a fairy, she visited him, she'd hurt her knee, he fixed it, she went home. No, I don't want to hear that. I want to know what the doctor looks like. I want to know how he behaves. I want to know what pain the fairy's in, what she looks like. How does she get into that treehouse? How does she climb that wobbly ladder with a problem with her knee? Where is this setting? Where is this tree? Is it in a garden? Is it in a forest? Give me detail. Describe what you see. Imagine what's inside that treehouse. How has the doctor got his surgery laid out? What does it look like? Are there comfy chairs? Remember those adjectives to describe what you see and what's going on. So obviously, I want some brilliant descriptive words, and I also want her problem to be fixed. Now, I say fix, but I'd like you to use the word cure in your writing, because obviously cure has got the yaw sound in it as well. So we have Dr. Hearpure curing the fairy of her problem. Okay, have a go, see how you do. I would love it if you take a photograph and send me your story. That's always great if I can read your stories. See you again soon. Bye.